husband and I live in San Pedro in the Dominican Republic. We've been in this apartment for 2 years, and for whatever reason, I just never did an apartment tour, so here it is.
Hello, hola, it's Yanni and Kayla. Hola, hello from the DR of Buffalo.
First, I'm going to go through the inside of our apartment, then I'm going to go to the outside, which is my personal favorite, and then I'll show you our two guard dogs. So we have a 2-bedroom apartment. It is in San Pedro, which is one of the cheaper cities to live in the Dominican Republic. We pay 13,000 pesos a month. We are in an area that does not lose power regularly. That's been really nice. So my favorite part of this apartment and our other apartment is that we have screens, because at the other apartment that we were at, it did not come with screens. We put them in. We paid about 10,000 Dominican pesos, and we had a company come in, measure our windows, and fit screens to the windows, which was necessary because I am very allergic to mosquitoes. But then we moved to this apartment and the screens were already in the windows, so it came with the apartment, which was really nice. But that is my favorite part because we don't have air conditioning, which means our windows are open almost all day, every day, and all night long. And if we left our windows open that long without screens, I would be covered in mosquitoes right now. But our apartment at this current moment has 0 mosquitoes in it. And yes, some still get in from time to time, but it is nothing compared to what it would be if we didn't have screens. So that's my favorite part. If we did have air conditioning, I feel like we wouldn't need screens as bad. But since we don't have air conditioning, they are a necessity. But yeah, so this apartment has a porch. We put all our shoes there and we hang our clothes to dry out on the porch. We have racks too that we got to dry the clothes. And then our kitchen is kind of bare, I guess. We don't really like putting stuff on the walls, and we don't have a lot of shelves to put stuff on, but we're not sure how long we're going to be here. So if we had a house, I feel like I would put a lot more stuff on the walls. We're just at an apartment, so I haven't. We put a ceiling fan in that kitchen, which has helped a ton because it gets so hot when the oven is on. We also put a hot water tank in under the sink because in the winter I was so cold. The water was so cold. It was painful. However, not every Dominican apartment has the pipes set up for hot water. Ours did, but that is rare. Not every, I would say most Dominican apartments do not have hot water, like the setup for hot water. But yeah, our kitchen had an oven, it had a stove and an oven in it, but we sold it because we were planning on moving out of this apartment, but then we didn't. So now we're kind of debating, do we want an oven? Do we want to wait until we move somewhere else? We're kind of undecided. So we put the washer there for now, and that has been so nice just having the wash right there, because I used to have to go all the way up to the roof, and we would have this constant disagreement with our landlord over when to turn the water pump on, because the water pressure was not strong enough to push the water up to the roof to wash our clothes. And he would get annoyed when we would turn the water pump on because it was really loud and then it would break, and he didn't want to fix it. But like, we need to wash our clothes. That was kind of important. I need clothes to wear to work. So we would just have this constant thing going on back and forth. Like, we need to turn the water pump off. He wants us to turn it off. Then we turn it on and he turns it off. The washer is in our kitchen, and so it doesn't take as much water pressure to get the water to the kitchen because it's not on the roof anymore. So that has been really nice. And I can just put the clothes in, go about my day, take them out, hang them, and everything's right there. So if we were to get another apartment, I would probably look for a washer area that was within the apartment and not separate on the roof. Because again, it's really hard to get the water pressure up there. The water pressure in the Dominican Republic is not very powerful. You need a pump that works. Which right now we have a pump that works. Oh, and another thing I love about this apartment is the ceilings are so high. We looked at many apartments in San Pedro and the ceilings were not this high. And it just helps make the room feel bigger, and it just feels more spacious. And I feel not so trapped, because our other apartment, I could almost touch the roof. Or the ceiling. That's how small that apartment was. And then we have our long hallway. We have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. We have 1 spare bedroom that guests stay in when they come over and they visit. And then our bathroom is a decent size. Our other bathroom was so tiny. I don't know how we fit our washer in there, but this bathroom is a very good size. And the window in the bathroom is so important because without it, it would be so humid in there, especially if we have even the slightest amount of hot water. It gets foggy and steamy. So yeah, the window, very nice in the bathroom. And then our bedroom is very big. It's enough for the king size bed and it's enough for 2 end tables and a fan. Not many bedrooms are this big. I would say that our room and our spare bedroom are big compared to the ones I've seen in other apartments. And we also have so much closet space. Closet space is very rare. Just storage space in general. And we have a huge closet in our bedroom. We have a huge one in the spare bedroom. We have a small one next to the bathroom for all the bathroom stuff. There's the rooster. And then we don't have any drawers. I don't know if you noticed in the kitchen, but there are no drawers. There are just cabinets. There's a decent amount of space in the kitchen for storage, even without drawers. That's just something that's not very common. Storage space isn't hard to find in an apartment, unless you build your house. When we build our house, we will have plenty of storage space. But I think that's it for our apartment. If we were going to put an air conditioner in, it would go on the wall somewhere. It's like a wall unit, and it goes into the wall, and then there's a hose that goes up to the roof, and then the air conditioner itself is on the roof, but it goes into the wall. If we were to move, we would take that out and bring it with us. We've survived. I've survived 4 years without an air conditioner here. My husband has been here his entire life. He's never had air conditioning, and he's fine. So we're fine for now. And even though there's a rooster outside our window right now, our house is relatively quiet compared to many neighborhoods. A lot of neighborhoods here, especially in the city, have loud music playing, cars driving by. So we found a quieter neighborhood, even though our neighbors do play music on Saturday and Sunday very loudly. I'm glad we're in a quieter area. The apartment we were at before had no noise whatsoever. It was silent over there. It was really nice. But the noise doesn't bother me. I can sleep at night, whether it's noisy or not. And my husband is used to it. He's been around it his whole life. So outside, this is my favorite part because we have a huge porch. We have a porch that's gated, and we have a porch outside of that. It's perfect for hanging clothes. We don't have to hang them in the house like we were at our other apartment, literally stringing clothes across our kitchen, across our bedroom. Here, we have so much space outside for that. We also have a roof to hang clothes on, and it's just really pretty up there.
Okay, we don't use water from the government. We use water from a giant hole, I don't know what to call it.
In the ground?
Yeah, there's a hole in the ground.
It doesn't come from the government?
Not really. I think it's come directly from the earth, and I don't know. They purify it somehow. And it comes directly to this water tank. All hours.
Yes. And I forgot to mention that because it's really nice when the power goes out.
Yeah.
That we still have water.
We
because
still have water.
At the other apartment, it would stop because we didn't have a tank.
You know, pressure? Like
Yeah.
that thing here is what gives us pressure. We're supposed to have the washer machine here, but we never had it here because, you know, this is outside.
Yeah.
And we don't trust it outside.
Yeah.
So we just decided to put it in our kitchen, and
Yeah.
it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
A washer in the kitchen, that's weird.
And downstairs, we do have a little spot to park the motorcycle within the gate, which is nice because I would not feel comfortable leaving the motorcycle on the street, and neither would Mariano. Even with a lock, it's not really safe to leave motorcycles outside. Cars, there are cars all down our street and they don't get stolen, but a motorcycle is a little easier to steal. So we have a parking space down there. And then the final piece of our apartment that I love. We have guard dogs. Hello. You're adorable. Bye.
No.
Okay, bye. They bark like crazy when anybody comes that they don't know. And when we first moved in here, they would bark at us. And then I was like, how can we get them to stop barking at us? So we kind of bribed them to stop barking at us with food. But now they like us. And I've taken them for walks a couple times. They're not ours. They belong to our neighbors. They're adorable. So yeah, that's our apartment. I really like it a lot, especially compared to our first one. We were in our first one for 2 years, and then they raised the rent. So we moved here. They also raised the rent. But if they do it again, we may have to move. We'll see. It's very common in the Dominican to raise the rent every year or every 2 years to get more money. So our goal is to build a house, but we kind of need money for that first. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, peace out.
And the bedroom is so cool.
Yeah.
Air goes in there a lot.
Yeah, the breeze is really nice.
Yeah.
I think this is your favorite part of this apartment.
Well.
The TV we borrowed.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite part?
For now.
I'm doing fine. So is your worried mind. Sit back and close your eyes. Yeah, this land is a paradise. And the people are so very nice. I'm happier than I've ever been in my